Hi, this is Pamela Wirth with the Hello Health podcast, and today I have Miki Agrawal. She is an incredible force. Uh, Very innovative companies such as TUSHY, THINX, Wild, best-selling novels, Do Cool Shit, Disrupt Her, recognized by Fast Company as one of the most creative people and by the World Economic Forum as a young global leader. Welcome so much, and can't wait to hear more about HIRO and some of the really interesting things that you're doing around nature-inspired plastic-eating fungi.
Yay. Awesome. Well, so happy to be here. Where are
Oh,
you based?
sorry?
Where are you based right now?
Scottsdale, Arizona.
Oh, nice. Scottsdale. Cool.
Yeah. What about you?
Austin, Texas.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So tell us about what makes you excited.
Oh my goodness. What makes me excited is actually tuning into ecosystem consciousness. And what that means is the way I think about it is we first start with this I me consciousness where it's like me, 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 me. You're like selfie me when you're a kid, it's all about you, and then you grow, and then finally you go through this one-way doorway from maiden to mother or bachelor to father, and you go from an I me consciousness into for the first time an us we consciousness where you're like, oh, it's not just about me, it's about my baby, it's about my family. And all of a sudden it opens up your aperture really in a different way for the first time. But my desire is for people to open up their aperture even more to an ecosystem consciousness, because without a strong ecosystem, our babies are going to suffer. We're suffering. I mean, the global warming that's affecting all of us, disease, fire, floods, like the amount of stuff that's happening, with the blanching of the oceans. There's gonna be more plastic in the ocean than fish by 2050. Only 40 harvests of soil left if we don't actually change. Like, there's such real things that we've been passing the buck, passing the buck, passing the buck. But now we're like all caring about our babies that we're growing. And yet we're literally dumping them into this like wildly toxified ecosystem that we co-created, right? And so I'm so inspired by the fungal kingdom, by nature, and how fungi in nature have been literally regenerating for billions of years and have figured out how to regenerate everything back into the earth. And it's a sacred reciprocity of birth, transformation, death, transformation, birth, transformation, death, transformation cycle. And the fact that we've cut ourselves off to just birth, transformation, death, and there's no the end of life piece that comes back to birth. And that's the part. The plastic is just getting piled and piled and piled and piled and piled. It's now ending up in our brains, our bloodstreams, in our reproductive organs, and now in our babies' umbilical cords. It's all of our rivers. It's just everywhere, this plastic. And the beautiful, magical thing is that fungi have been breaking down the carbon backbone of trees for hundreds of millions of years. And it turns out that the carbon backbone of trees is very similar to the carbon backbone of plastic, because plastic comes from fossil fuels and fossil fuels comes from compressed dead trees and dead animals. So if fungi can break down trees, they can also break down plastic. And so we just are having to tune back in to nature consciousness and realize that the answers have been here all along. We just have to like listen, tune back in. We don't have to change our ways too much to go back to the Luddite life. Like, I'm not saying that. It's just more like, how do we take on more regenerative principles? And so, what I started is the first diaper called HIRO Diapers that is based on regenerative principles. It's the first diaper that actually considers the end of life. 6,000, every single baby goes through 6,000 diapers. And every diaper takes 400 to 500 years to break down. Like 100 billion diapers end up in landfills every year. And the very first disposable diaper is still in a landfill somewhere. So it's like the stats are insane when you really look at this crisis that we're in, this global plastic crisis where 91% of plastic is not even being recycled, that's being put in our oceans and our landfills, incinerated, and now mismanaged, which is what's ending up in our brains, our bloodstreams, and our, babies' umbilical cords. And so what I wanted to really create is a product that met parents where they are. I know that 66% of mothers are either primary or co-breadwinners now. So I'm not asking moms to not only make the bread, cook the food, clean the kids' house, do all the stuff, and wash all the dirty diapers from the cloth diapers they're using. It's just too much. And so I tried cloth diapers after a month, couldn't do it. Discovered that 50% of moms buy the cloth diapers, only 2% continue with them because everyone wants to, but it's like, oh my God, you can't do all that. And so disposable diapers are an essential product. So we created the first truly unbleached diaper that's also high performing and the best, made with unbleached cotton, super soft. The best diaper made with 50% less plastic. All the stats are in. It's like up to 5 times drier than leading brands. It absorbs up to 3 times faster than leading eco diapers. It's just a great, high performing, epic diaper. Parents love it. And it's the first one that comes with myco technology, like literally little friendly fungi that are sleeping inside this pouch that are non-toxic, culinary grade, amazing. And you literally, when you're changing the soiled diaper off the baby, you literally take the soiled diaper, whether it's a poopy diaper or pee diaper, you just drop this whole pouch into the diaper, you close it, and you throw it in the trash, and that's it. In a couple of weeks, the little fungi that are sleeping inside this pouch will wake up, fertilized by the baby's poop or pee, and then start to grow. And our vision is for this diaper to be self-composting by, in under 12 months. Like we're really like that is our true vision. And so it's amazing. Yeah.
So I love that. So
Instead of 400 to 500 years,
yeah,
by
no,
the way.
that's um, can you put the pouches with any other plastic thing that you throw away?
So they're designed for the diaper because this has cotton and wool pulp, and it's like the most like out of all the diapers, it has the most natural materials. And so this works best for this, but it'll still be better than not putting it in any in like not putting anything in at all. Does that make sense? It'll probably work slower. The fungi will probably be like a little, not stoked to eat a much more bleached processed plastic diaper. But like for example, like coterie is like 50% more plastic than these diapers are bleached. They have the line. Like this probably would work like not great with those diapers because they're
That's
mostly plastic. Yeah. So yeah, it depends. So ideally, yes, we're going to keep strengthening these to make them work with any diaper, but they're really made first for the Hero diaper.
yeah. So where do people find these diapers?
HIROdiapers.com, HIRO diapers. Check it out. It's the most beautiful. I love the website. It's so artful and it's really shares the essence of what we're doing compared to like any other diaper company. Like you really feel the heart of what we're doing at Hero. And but ultimately is we are the first to really tackle the end of life of these plastic problems that are billions of them are ending up in landfills. We're the first to take fungi out of, they're growing in landfills, but from a lab into a shelf stable, scalable way. No one's ever been able to figure out how to do that.
Yeah, that's incredible. What else can people be doing in terms of like let's say they're
Yeah.
at the diaper stage. What else have you kind of found in your research that is helpful to families and people?
Totally. So what I call this is like the gateway. It's like the one inspired action gateway to taking more inspired actions. We're like, you start with one inspired action, put this in the diaper and put it in your trash. That's it. It's like one little thing that's going to help it regenerate. So start there. Then it's like, ooh, I want to compost. I'm going to get a composter. So that's your next inspired action. All of a sudden, you realize that 24% of food waste that ends up in sorry, 24% of landfill waste is food waste. And if we can literally just compost our food, that any scraps we just put in this little composter, there's electric composters you can get like anywhere now. You can just get, and it just turns it into soil and dirt, and you can just put it outside. And even if you live in a city, you can put it by your local tree, So you can get a little electric composter, and there's no fruit flies. It's totally great. You leave it even outside on your porch, and you just bring your scraps and you just put it there, and all of a sudden you're helping divert 24% of landfill waste if you just take one inspired action. The next inspired action, you're like, I don't need to buy cleaning products anymore. I've got some vinegar, water, and some essential oils, mix it together in a can, in a stainless steel can, and there you go. You have, I love mixing, amber, lavender, I love jasmine. Like there's so many different delicious, and you can add some more peppermint. There's lots of different ways that you can mix and make really cool essential oils and make that your cleaning sprays. And so, and then, you can you just start you say, I'm boycotting plastic water bottles. I'm boycotting plastic bags. You literally just bring your water bottle and just bring your bag everywhere you go. It's pretty straightforward. It becomes second nature. You just don't, that diverts like billions of like, if every single person took these simple one inspired actions at a time, you replace your paper towels with these little cleaning rags, and you can just literally reduce your paper towel consumption by so much. Getting a Tushy bidet. I started the company Tushy Bidet. Tushy literally has helped save 10 million trees from getting flushed down the toilet. We have funded resoiling and reforestry projects all over South America by actually properly washing your butt clean after you poop. And so we have helped literally all that toilet paper consumption. You're cutting down by 80, 90%. You're using like a couple of squares to pat dry. A lot of people also use our, butt towels or whatever that you can just pat. In Italy, they don't even use toilet paper. They just pat with a towel because you're clean. You've already showered your butt. And so it's like, how do you create everyday solutions that are like just doing one inspired action? Like, oh my God. But actually, using a bidet is actually an improvement in my life. Like, that feels so much better. Like, washing myself properly, that's actually elevating my own life. Oh my God. Like, putting an unbleached diaper on my baby where I'm not putting like dioxins, like literally leaching into your baby's skin for the first 1,000 days of their life. Like, no, I'm actually putting an unbleached diaper on my baby that's the most soft and wonderful. And I know that I'm not leaving my baby with a giant pile of billions of, like pounds of trash, and of plastic waste. And so, like, how are you starting to really reorganize and reorient your own self slowly by taking these one inspired actions at a time? And all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're an eco-forward parent leader, and you start to like really replace your shampoo bottles with no more plastic. Everything is in these little tins or glass bottles that you refill, or the powders that are even better that you just like go like this and it just lathers. And it's like, there's so many. I just bought a toothbrush that's made with like horse hair, like remnants, and like a bamboo thing, and like it's just stuff like that where you're just all of a sudden you're just more conscious of everything that you're doing, and you're just like, oh my God, like what, even just buying like sandwich bags for my son. Like, before it was just like I just was buying sandwich bags because my son had to go to oh my God, like compost obviously, so only glass contain or containers that he can take a sandwich, or I have these compostable bags that he's going to, they're totally compostable. And so like stuff like that, where you're like, you just start to like take one inspired, and all of a sudden your home just starts to become eco. It just happens, you
Mhm.
know?
Anything else that you want to touch on? Any other tips, tricks? I love this.
Yeah. I mean, I think just putting your feet outside and going outside and starting to like reattune yourself to nature, like getting your feet in the dirt and just like being okay with it. I just came back from the Amazon rainforest, and I'm still like a city mouse. And I was like, I'm taking my shoes off and I'm gonna walk around, even if there's like crazy insects here. And it was so nourishing. And yeah, there's still so much city kid in so much of us that we have to just start to repatriate our own remembering of our connection to nature. I mean, inside of our bodies, we have beyond a microbiome, we have a mycobiome. We have fungi living inside of us, just like there's fungi literally under the entire planet Earth, connecting every living being quietly, like just like doing this work for us with no recognition. And we have one inside of us that's our gut, like our gut sense, our gut. Without that, out there in here, we'd be dead. We wouldn't be alive. We wouldn't be here. And so to have reverence for the whole ecosystem means that you're leaving your baby in a much better way. So I'm here to like just shout about ecosystem consciousness and how important it is to care about the ecosystem your baby is going to grow up in. If you don't care about that, your baby is not going to thrive. That's it. It's that simple.
Really simple. Thank you so much, Mickey. Really appreciate it.
Yes, of
We will
course.
have all of your show notes with all of your social media and websites in there as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you.